quiero lograr más cosas, y para los fans es como que les agradezco su apoyo y espero que sigan apoyando, no solamente a nuestro equipo, sino a los demasiados equipos que hay ahora, no solo en la División 1, sino también en la División 2, que normalmente en cualquier momento un equipo de la División 2 de repente va a salir a la División 1 y va a ser como que un boom, tal vez nadie sabe eso, solamente queda que apoyen, ¿no? y que el mejor equipo gane.
Yo, o sea, no es que no quiera hablar, simplemente que yo a los fans, no sé, yo les diría que no, que yo sí los aprecio ese apoyo, así sean haters, ¿no? Siempre los leo, ¿no? Y no me incomodo, ¿no? Y igual cuando yo les molesto también no lo digo con mala intención, solo tranqui, ¿no? Para como molestarlos así nomás. Y también, no sé, el Dota también, ellos lo disfruten, ¿no? Si nosotros, los juegos son apasionados, ellos lo van a vivir más, ¿no? Y, no sé, estoy agradecido con su apoyo siempre.
Pero de verdad, Scofield, muchas gracias por esta entrevista. Espero que la gente también se quede tranquila viendo esta entrevista. Ha sido relax, ¿no? Porque de hecho preguntas fresh, creo yo. Muchas gracias, Chris, por esta entrevista. Espero que también haya sido del agrado de ustedes. Nos vemos.
Hello there, Dota 2 fans, and welcome on back to the broadcast. We've got Beastcoast, we've got Infamous, we've got Trent with a full belly, and we've got Bowie looking fresh as a fiddle. Gentlemen, I couldn't be more excited about this series coming up. Will Beastcoast continue their undefeated streak? I'm normally not excited about a team that's so undefeated and just looking like they're going to one-side these games, but can they keep the streak up? That's what I want to know.
Beastcoast going to lose 2-0. It's going to be so easy for Infamous, all right? Infamous. They trained their whole lives for this. They want to go to the major, and they're going to 2-0.
All right, so you're telling me Mr. Jeans has trained his entire life for this moment to best Beastcoast in the first season of DPC Upper Division. Okay.
Right. Can I remind you who the carry for Infamous is? Angel, rank 7, all right? He was ranked 20, and he grinded up to rank 9, now rank 7. Oh, actually, update, he's rank 6. Oh, boy, he's coming up, and I don't think Beastcoast has any player with more MMR. We know MMR is important. That's it. He's going to solo carry this game.
Now, I'm going to challenge that, Bowie. I think MMR is important until you get to the tippy top, because if you want to be top 10, it takes so much time, so much dedication to maintain that rank that I think you got to sacrifice other things. You don't want the #1 on the ladder on your team necessarily. That guy's played too many pups. Sorry,
you might be projecting your own insecurities with your MMRs, Iori. I think this is going to be an easy 2-0. All right? This is going to be so easy for him, dude. I mean, let me take a look here. Mr. Jeans, he plays Earth Spirit Metal. All right? Do you guys remember? True. He lost, but he was training for this game.
But he played it.
Yes,
but he played it. Let's see. Who did Infamous last play? I am curious because it's been rough. So they got 2-0'd by SG. That was their last matchup, and that series was brutal. That was February 3rd, so exactly a week ago. 21-minute game, 24-minute game, slaughter. Damn, that was a rough series to have on record. And then they got 2-0'd by Unknown the week before that. A similar 25-minute game, 34-minute game, very one-sided series. So we haven't seen in Infamous look good since.
That's all he's got, but 10 seconds remaining on his supports to respawn. The last-ditch effort to defend your throne.
Single percent.
Yeah, like, yes. Below that, in fact.
I gotta say, though, one thing that I noticed from the drafts here is that Papita played 3 games of Legion Commander. And I was watching Kazu's stream this week, and he's very adamant about Legion being one of the worst offlaners there is, like, in Dota 2 in Dispatch.
Okay.
Yes. So he really hates Legion. And he got to 11K, so I respect his opinion quite a bit. I think,
True.
you know, with
Congratulations, Kezu.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, is that even a hot take? I mean, Magnus might be worse, I think. Like, there might be a couple contenders.
I mean, yeah,
but
sure, Undying offlane is worse. We're talking about, I just mean that, like,
I legit think Mag's better than Legion right now, by the way. And now that you bring that up, I will put Mag ahead of Legion for sure.
Actually,
I think Seb just played Mag too, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. I mean, I don't think that's a hot take, though. I mean, LC has not looked good in the handful of games we've seen her as well. Only seen her a handful of times.
You're like, you're putting pressure on your 4 to do like the 3 and the 4 roll, and you're just like another carry sort of that has a save.
Yeah.
I mean, you really want to hear someone go off about Legion Commander, just listen to Suns Fan anytime. I mean, you know, he's just biased because he misses the mustache on the horse and everything, but you know, he makes some good points.
I think the Blade Mail nerf really made Legion a little bit worse, and yeah, like the hero, he's just a weird hero.
That's interesting, actually. Nerf for Legion, but better for a lot of other heroes.
Yes.
So that's a very good point as to why it feels worse to play Legion now.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that either. I don't see Legion in many of my games anymore either. That hero feels a little forgotten about overall.
Yeah,
she's just not popular. Beastcoast, as you mentioned, Bowie, it's hard to say, like, well, what heroes are we going to see from Beastcoast, because their hero diversity has been insane. We've seen a couple of repeats, but it also helps when you 2-0 every series, so you have less matches on record. But you know, they still have real. I mean, they played Sven. I remember that week 1, the carry Sven game. A couple of standout heroes we were skeptical about, but ended up working out in the end. So here we go, folks. Game number 1, second series of the day. Do or die for Infamous. Let's jump into the jungle.
Infamous.
All right.
To ban.
I really like Zeus's positioning. After that death, he is like 2,000 range away from anyone. EB jumps in, the BKB from alone, but they've lost Sacred already. Nimbus and the Supernova inside the arena. Gil runs out, the BKB from now still going on, but Burner Wraith King just stands his ground. Now onto Tano, Phoenix getting bounced around by the sides of the Colosseum, and Zeus on the high ground, jumping all around. No way you can focus him. Robo Z skirting the edges of the fight and forcing the GG.
GG. And secure those tier 4 items now. See who does a little bit luckier. Arkosh, I think they are going to need quite a bit of luck now because it is looking very, very rough.
Yep, a lot of big item picks. Smoke from Byzantine, they have a Abyssal on Troll as well as an Octarine on the Rider, so big item pickups there. They also have an Aeon Disc plus Prism on the Pangolier, so Pangolier looks good. The Smoke is looking to connect on the Abaddon.
Gremlo does break smoke. Canis going to catch out the troll with the 8th of Remnant. Murderer still going to rush in. He has that Abyssal to use, but he wants to find a different target. He will get...
Hellhorse is very aggressive here. He's clicking all the way in. He gets lifted immediately.
This one, he gets... He's been taken down. Battle Fans is going to be there, taking out Pale without buyback. Onto Gremlo. He just keeps attacking. The Whippers is going to be there, but Cubane, the Rolling Thunder, they will get go. Everyone just trying to retreat here from Arkosh, but they call. He does pop the battle trance. Can he kill Crow off? It does look like he should be able to, but meanwhile, can he keep He looks like he will, and he does, as we do see the jump back in from Palehorse.
But I don't think this fight's going to go well, because Palehorse needs to get out of there.
Yeah, he definitely does, but he's gone. An ultra kill out from Murderer. Maybe Canis Vault is going to just run away. Cubane now going to catch him out, and now the Rampage coming in. Goad, he does port back. McCabe, and we're off. That vision should have seen him. The observer was there on the cliff, but they're going to leave him be. They're going to get to Roshan. No rampage necessary here for Murderer. That'll be Roshan going to the Byzantine Raiders.
And that's going to be big. They expended buybacks early. Arkosh do not have the numbers to come in. They might catch Frugos.
They have. Might be able to clean both supports with no buyback here. It could be 2 really big kills.
Well, the Zeus is just bolting everywhere. Where can I ward?
Mine is truly a blessing.
They're going for the Zeus.
There we go.
It's a good smoke gank. But the Moonlight Shadow and the fact that Mars is here backing him up. They see the Zeus, they make the jump, they miss the burst strike. Mars, he's got Arena, they've got the Nimbus too. Do they defend it or they run? Mars can't decide. He'll come in now, just try and defend him up, and Zeus is incredibly tanky. Sacred dies before the Zeus does. Robo Z still turns and fights, soulbound but gone. But he yules up, Ember Spirit's going to catch him out. He's got no remnants left. They lose 3 heroes just to kill the Zeus. Was it worth it?
Well, Gary,
get one more bad fight, I feel like off of this, and they're moving to the pit actually. Go for it.
I mean, they have plenty of tag here. The question is, can you do anything about this?
It's no longer daytime. You don't have Dark Ascent.
They need to do it faster.
Keeping Troll. Huck here.
This is getting
well.
This is
There's
getting
going to be
close.
the orb. Yeah, I'm close. But it looks like they're afraid. Monkeys are forced to be. The hook shot doesn't do so. They think the Ravage. They just immediately take down the Troll. A stole Ravage from Z-Freak. Can they do it? They get two right away. The double kill for Z-Freak. Well deserved on the Rubik. He's got to get a good spell to Sakuchi. It's exactly what he's looking for. The telekinesis. He doesn't have that spell still for
BKB on Viper.
Throwing himself in the air. They almost take down Scrooge if they can get that root, but Z-Freak's gonna go down first. Bull on the run, Little Nick as well. Boris trying to close the gap. If he gets the root, oh yeah, there it is. The first hit root for Boris.
Now they just get to immediately refocus.
Wherever he wants, all by himself, farming up away from his team, and then the keeper can just relocate him to the fight.
Cottle jumped on and soulbind. And they've got that spear and Coliseum forcing the Sand King to stop initiating. Oh, it does as they turn the battle. Yule's into the air. Arrow coming, but the spear has sent him away from it. The arrow catches the Phoenix. Drifting arrow slides on through, baiting them, and Ego Boys, they lose too. Unstoppable Drakeel Mars, unkilled, 6-0-11. The Troll who kills the courier. The jump onto Wedge as Tiny's open. Self-Yule in a three-man coil though. That's the puck. Reinitiating and a Ravage there. Connecting on Sacred. No. The BKB's up for Tiny, but the Troll's lassoed up. Battle Trance and BKB. They're all wearing up. Troll now stuck on the low ground without the team to back him up. Is Abyssal Bladed and dead. No buyback for him. And the chase from Bat. Catching out the Venom. Self-Glimmer Cape there with a high ground tombstone. It looks a little bit nasty, but they don't have their Troll Warlord. So it is full retreat. Reverse gear. Get the hell out of here. Back up to the high ground and try and hold as best he can, but in comes the Earth Spirit with a massive fires, a triple kill for Robo-Z, and the Undying, flame broken, back in the flames of this. Crit onto the Grimstroke. Here come the TPs. Reincarnation gets supernova over the top of the reincarnating Wraith King. That's a lot of damage onto Burner with a TB Meth BKB. Chase towards the Zeus now, but alone. Dreaded Robo-Z with a double kill. Now the chase towards the TB and the Grim. Cottle Mars, they've got Arena to make the move, and it's just a zap in from the Zeus. The blink forward as he keeps on going. There's a Thunder. He's got 10-1 charges too. Good turn here. They'll cancel it out. The spear not missing this time. Drakeel makes damn sure he claims the kill, and the chase onto the Grimstroke. He's come back into this with a buyback and a dieback. It's an ultra for the Robo-Z.
Zebra actually going to be able to walk away here. I Annihilate, not going to go too far. To pop that BKB charge. Aether Remnant not going to land a Zebra. Get a nice silence on the Neo. Just so much damage, and now the Yule's catching out Giant. Boris has a stun in 1 second. Shoots the Astral into the Meteor Hammer. Giant once again has no way out of this. He's just Double A, Z-Freak, he rolls it again, he finds speed on the Rick. There's your egg from Empyrean. Everything's just perfectly placed, and they are just gonna burst. No way out for Electronic Boys as I Annihilate. The backlines will get albino Zebra, and they call the GG. This game, it's gone. There is no coming back from this. And 2-based. They've done it again, John. Another 2-0 victory for themselves. In terms of series, still undefeated. And with...
Right now, not this Wraith King. That's what I meant earlier on the TV. Like, he needs to see the Cottle blink on him there instead of trying to fight that Wraith King versus Cottle.
Starting to get a little bit risky, it feels like. Terrorblade coming back up in 20 seconds. 3 heroes alive here from Ego Boys.
Zeus is up as well. Got the Nimbus.
Bar strike away, but in Nimbus, the overlapping circles, overwhelming damage and control. Even a little bit on top, and they make the jump deeper, diving onto Tano. Say goodnight to your
very dead. Doesn't even get the ulti off. Take third. ID. And they're right by Rogue. They can just go for it. Have Serpent Wards avail. Fine. Fourth and fine to take this.
From the broom. I think they will try and go in and make them busy. Respawns. Now scouting scouts what happens.
unfold.
Still worth it. Die a second time, but out of the hands by GB. Yeah, there are the tips even from the enemy team because it was a big one. Just delaying that 8 slam into the old guy.
So.
Well, they've slowbound up the Zeus. They're chasing him forward. The Endless Ring already popped. He turns with his big damage, but not even enough to kill the Grimstroke. The spear, miles away, chucked at him. Will find that pickoff. A defense of the base, though, as the Ego Boys, they barely hold in that team fight.
They don't have the Zeus here. The Reflection is going to do a lot of work against this Ray Team's Radiance. That was such a nice blink in to the Terror Wave, pushing the Zeus into Ego Boys' base, and then they got that Soulbind on him. Zeus did not expect that one bit.
It's a big surprise.
Such a nice play there from the team.
To the weak. But this Roche is definitely neither side can give them. We're gonna okay.
I don't know if there's a whole lot they can do with Boris. He's not that easy for them to burst, and they have a lot of help on the backside in the form of the Night Stalker. And they don't have any vision here seeing the Tidehunter. They will catch a glimpse of him finally as he just walks into the... Boris is Tingle. How you doing? Oh, hey, how you doing? And then goes the Blink. He's just gonna silence up the Tide. Boris trying to do as much damage as he can. Witch Doctor again immediately evaporated and completely zoned out as he just goes down to the Night Stalker, the backside of the fight. Little Nick caught by that Boris troll, and now Tusk again by that Crippling Fury.
Annihilate.
The coil holding Annihilate or holding that Weaver down. He's dead for 95 seconds. The gem pickup from Monkeys Forever here is just so dang. I'd like to see a Heart of Tarrasque on this Alchemist after the Abyssal Blade. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it is quite funny.
How much regen?
Base 128 without having Chemical Rage active.
128 without the Chemical Rage. Very cool.
Yep. And then you get the Shard, because Berserk Potion can be self-cast to purge off Spirit Vessel.
Ah.
And then you also get the extra regen from Berserk Potion. It's very good. Mid lane, nice catch on a WDR, but nice bait instead as they find the Mars. They're gonna catch a nice impale into Yar, and in comes Ray Lisa. This is not where you want to be. Just blinks right into a black hole. The Sunstrike is their Alchemist offering some support. Ray Lisa forced a BKB blink out. They just did not have the damage. The Phantom Assassin was not there.
I mean,
oh, he's been caught out now, though. Maybe this is a bit too far as the Aether Remnant gets him, but perhaps Arkosh assuming that he had his team behind. And it did. The smoke rotation out.
It's really difficult to go on this troll.
Ross takes the smoke immediately, but they jump back into it.
He might die right away.
He does. His Light Shader also getting caught out now. The Shark not going to lock anyone in.
He looked great in a lot of games.
Doesn't answer to the Spirit immediately right now because they're willing to throw a mid, and they just say like, "I'm gonna ruin your life with the pit." Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Like Void Spirit is a hero that wants to build U-Scepter whenever he feels threatened, but the Pit of Malice pretty much makes the U-Scepter useless. So.
Well, and the damn aura. I mean, Underlord is amazing in 1v1 melee matchups. It doesn't take a particularly skilled player to win that right-click war when you have all the extra damage, right?
And it's worth mentioning here that Beastcoast plays mid Underlord, and Infamous did play Void Spirit in the offlane. So you might be, alright, this is gonna be offlane Underlord, gonna be mid Void Spirit. Not necessarily.
So I was watching EU the other day, and I heard them mention that Seb played a core Clockwork, and that 3 Clockwork is not totally dead. I don't think we've seen that here, but I was surprised to hear that.
I think it would have to be a very good game for it. Like, I think you need a 4 that can farm a little bit and can push waves if you want to run the Clockwork 3. I remember like Coddle Clockwork used to be a really good pairing for that, because then all the Clockwork hunts at like level 7, 8, 9, the Coddle kind of spams out waves and stuff. For Lena would be another example. It's like, we just see her get banned, but Beastcoast to me have a very good feel on like the basics of drafting and a lot of these things. Like this idea of like, okay, we have 10th pick, so like let's get rid of Viper, let's get rid of Lena,
10
right?
seconds remaining.
They're just getting rid of the easy answers for teams, and they're not banning necessarily team-specific heroes.
True.
They're more so just banning like what they think are very solid strategies draft-wise and gameplay-wise right now. Like this Timbersaw, this Coddle. Coddle's tearing it up in all the other regions. Like Beastcoast are picking like they're from another region in a lot of these games, and they're just like straight up banning like it too,
I cannot agree more. I think, we saw a couple of like Division 2 teams, they would ban Leshrac Terrorblade in the first phase because they knew the enemy like loved those heroes, but you never see Beastcoast doing any of that. They're like, all right, we're gonna play this, we need that. What is the best hero versus that thing, instead of like, oh, do they play whatever hero in X position? That said, I guess this Clockwork doesn't really exclude Nyx, right? They could play Clock 5.
True. Very true.
If they want to.
Yeah, but I want to watch more of the Schofield Earth Spirit. Oh, I was just about to say, if they wanted to keep going the meta stuff, they banned Ursa, and they actually did. Damn it. I wish I said that. But I was like, oh, well, they might not ban the Ursa because then they'd have Ursa Void Spirit, and they have the Clockwork, but he can jump out of the cogs. That's where my brain was going, if you guys want to know how my brain works. And then I thought, well, then they could ban the PL, because then they're going to want position 1 to get out of cogs. It's also okay versus the Underlord.
Question, Trent.
That's dope.
Yo, I am not an Ursa player. Can you press Q inside Pit of Malice as Ursa, or you can't?
No. I mean, if you're rooted, you can't.
You can't. All right, because there are spells that you can.
Like what?
Like
name one.
Like Jaunt.
Svenags.
Jaunt. Yes.
Svenags is a little different though. Svenags is because it's a projectile already that you then be transferred into in an invulnerable state.
As Witch Doctor, I assume you can become the ward too, even though you're not moving.
Yeah, there you go.
You probably can become the ward, because that's a shapeshift, you see. How about that?
Now that's a hero, though. I mean, how much do we love this guy? Is this panel ride or die Wraith King? Can we ride or die Witch Doctor?
I am so in on ride or die Witch Doctor.
Didn't he lose?
Totally, emotionally, financially, I'm down. Give me the Witch Doctor, man. Okay. I want the stonks.
Is it because it's on Beastcoast side, or are you really that much of a
helped. But no, I love Witch Doctor because he's versatile. He's like the craziest damage output for a 5 in the early game with that Maledict, but at the same time, he's got an AoE heal that is surprisingly mana efficient and very good at turning lanes that are very hard. Having that versatility is so amazing, and personally, I love playing a 5 that can solo an enemy core if you get him in the right position.
Oh, and you get to gamble in the mid game because sometimes you throw a cask that just happens to win the entire team fight for your team.
Totally, he's the full package, man. I love this guy.
Yeah. Also, probably a hero Infamous would like to pick first the Underlord, because that Maledict is super annoying to these beefy boys.
Yeah. That's a good pick though. Percent base damage versus the big beefy Underlord.
Hey, the DP is great. Now, let me ask you guys a question real quick on Witch Doctor. What's up?
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, DP's great.
This
Whatever.
is amazing.
All right, now guys.
All right. What do you got to say about DP? What do you got?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. I read the room. So here we go. Level 15 talent on Witch Doctor. Are you going Maledict AoE or extra coconuts these days? Because I admit, I used to be a Maledict guy, and now I'm a coconut guy.
I do both depending on the game. I think Maledict is probably optimal in like 90% of situations, but sometimes I'm just like crushing the Maledicts. Like I hit a 4-man Maledict without it, and I'm just like, I'm good. I'll just take the bounces.
No summons, no extra units. Sometimes that extra coconut feels pretty damn good.
Playing versus Nature's Prophet, I would say. There's so many treants now. People are actually getting the the Treant talent, so getting more bounces seems pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, Bowie named the one hero he gets it against. Awesome. So it sounds like you're a Maledict guy. Is that what you're saying? All right, cool. We'll mark you down for a Maledict. So what do we got next?
All right. Well, next we need probably. Oh, well, actually, they could just pick their mid.
Oh,
they take the one. Okay.
K1 hero. Okay. Well, they love this. Any other team, we'd be talking about the merits of CK and why it's risky and hard. This is classic Beastcoast right here. They know it. They love it. They know how to execute with it.
10
looks good.
remaining.
Interesting. So they basically just didn't want to mess around with the flex of the Death Prophet and just said, whatever, we'll just wait. You know, because theoretically, like, they don't actually know anything about the offlane right now, and they've picked their 5 and their 1. Like right now, this could be the 3 and the 4 that are being picked next from Infamous, so it could be like a little bit risky. On the other hand, they've also picked like some really strong heroes here, so.
Not.
I guess theoretically that would have to be a pretty weird one, to be fair. So yeah, never mind.
I've seen a lot of games
really
where
Death Profiting.
CK gets a little bit ahead of Jug and then just eats him in the mid game. I don't know.
Yeah,
scared.
that happens a lot. I mean,
look at it in the team synergies there, though, right? Like, you have the ghosts plus the Juggernaut. You have the healing ward. You have like early roast potential, early tower potential. They basically look like to me that they just want to try and play fast. And this is the classic, like, we think that these guys are a very good team, and our goal is to essentially win lanes and then like storm their side of the map.
All right, real talk. Is this a Mariano DP or a Mr. Jeans DP? Is Mr. Jeans more likely to play the Void Spirit?
I feel like you want to have Void Spirit in the CK lane because you can dodge the Chaos Bolt with your Dissimulate. So I think Death Prophet just gets crushed by Chaos Bolt plus Maledict. I don't think Void Spirit does, so that's probably better. So they need a 4 if I'm right.
Yeah.
Infamous.
Yeah. And they ban the Earth Spirit. All right.
True.
Maybe Shaker ban, something like that. I don't know. What's the ideal 4? Tusk also still in for Infamous.
Shaman's there.
You take the Shaker for sure. It's so good versus CK.
I think they're going to ban Earth Spirit and Earth Shaker. I think you are just so close that once you ban one, you instantly put the other in your brain.
Yeah.
And you just get rid of it.
Dire team ban.
Queen of Pain, Kunkka, 2 great drivers for mid. Okay.
And 2 heroes versus Death Prophet mid too that are like survivable.
Yeah. No Lena either.
So they need. I mean, that Underlord could even be mid for Beastcoast. So they have their options super open on their side.
Remind me, gentlemen, how's TA versus Death Prophet?
The lane is fine. I feel like you're getting to a point if you have a good game as TA where you just destroy the Death Prophet, like you 3-shot her before she can heal.
And it kind of feels like you don't need TA this game though, you know.
I agree.
This looks more like I want a playmaker kind of style. They'll ban the Darks here just in case because of the it could be a 4 Void Spirit.
And you can make the CK illusions. They're pretty strong. You can group all of the illusions together.
Shaker.
10 seconds.
I wonder if the Underlord is a problem for the Shaker, just because. Like,
how about the Shard, really?
I just mean that when you commit with Echo.
I mean, you're also picking Earth Shaker into Clockwork too, to be fair.
Yeah.
That matchup's brutal.
Yeah, it's like that
really
Elder Titan
brutal.
Earth Shaker counter, you know, makes you sad.
Yeah.
Why do you really want to play as 4 here? Because like you can play Mirana, but it looks like a terrible Mirana game. Okay. They get the tiny.
Thrones Abound is a hero that has not wowed us here.
On the 4.
Anyone tuning into our high-profile Beast Coast Infamous matchup, maybe you haven't watched all of our.
I'm a little more okay
so well.
with the potential mid tiny, but this 4 tiny has been rough, and they go back to Beastmaster.
There you go.
Beastmaster the end,
guys. So mid Underlord indeed for Chris Luck. Whisper Beastmaster and K1 will be going safe lane on the Hippogriff CK.
Well, Mariano also took the Death Prophet there, so that's Pepita 3 DP because they saw the Underlords going mid.
dude. All right, I'm glad I brought it up. Okay, off-lane DP for Mariano, and Mr. Jeans will take the Void Spirit. DP didn't feel like the Mr. Jeans hero. I feel like he's a stylish kind of guy. You know, he's wearing a jacket with a little bit of a hem on it, something with a little frill. This guy's not playing Death Prophet. You can't lock a playmaker like that into a press R and run at him, hero.
All right. I don't know. I feel like Beastcoast draft is so strong. Like, you have this Underlord shoving waves. How is Death Prophet ever gonna commit for a tower when you have Firestorm just raining from the sky? You have Clockwork that can initiate on her. It looked okay, but then they picked Tiny, and I'm all Beastcoast again. Sorry, boys.
I hear you on that one. How does Beastmaster's lane look? Grim Jug, gonna be Dire offlane. Oh yeah, looks pretty good.
Have the bars low, dude.
Beastmaster with the Chaos Knight though, they've got this incredible beefy front line with the Clockwork.
I know. I can't go against the Beast Coast team or the lineup in this one. It looks very strong. I think what we have to focus on is like what can Infamous actually do, and it's what we described before. It's get kills and try and snowball a little bit. Rely on every exorcism needs to take an objective. You know what I mean, or a very big kill in the early game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, time for the casters. Gary, Theban, how we doing over there? How we feeling? Do we favor Beast Coast as well?
Oh, yeah, that checklist of what Infamous needs to do to get this ball rolling is a pretty long list, eh, Theban? Beast Coast with a perfect draft, it looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty good draft. I mean, I can't even say they're lacking magic damage because the Underlord provides a pretty decent amount. You know, you got Witch Doctor Maledict and all that. I love the Chaos Knight pick, to be honest. You know, the DP, doesn't matter what lane she's in, she gets destroyed by Chaos Knight in the fights because that's a burst kind of hero. Just pop your ultimate, jump onto her, you get that minus armor on the DP. If she doesn't have a plate mail plus BKB, it's going to be really hard. And as an offlaner, I really don't expect her to get too many items. That being said though, if the DP can somehow destroy this Chaos Knight in the lane, I think that's what they need to be able to really take a good grasp on this game for Infamous.
A flash of brilliance from that DP offlane. Yeah, looking across the other lanes, that Beastmaster last pick coming out from Beast Coast looked pretty damn sweet. Going to be going down into the bottom lane with a Clockwork against Juggernaut and very likely the Grimstroke. Like, Grimstroke, one of the supports that's not too bad against Beastmaster though, isn't it?
It's still kind of hard. You know, you can get found out and the boards and the summons really kill you later on too. Not the easiest lane for sure, but they're gonna have a lot of kill potential on against a beast at least.
Yeah, that big swell with spin, pretty nice. Stroke of Fate, you can try and chip away at the boars as Schofield sneaks a bounty rune from top. Clockwork just walks in there and grabs it. Already seeing 3 heroes at the more northern one.
And he's out. I don't think they can kill him.
He's pretty speedy. He's wasting the time of 2 heroes. Yeah, Michael is like, nah, I'm not bothering with this anymore. Grimstroke, you can go handle it. Go TP bottom, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna go to the base and pick up maybe an item or something before he TP's out. Yeah, some sentry.
Picks up another sentry, yeah. And there's a Dire Observer Ward down there, so potentially they know. Beastmaster left alone for a sec. Well, that's top.
They're going top.
And a jump from Mariano.
To start.
It is, and they're trying to close in on the Death Prophet, push her back with the cogs. K1 doesn't go chasing, has another stun now, but just leaving it to the 2 supports to try and finish her off. Not able to do that, but it will force a salve pretty early from the DP, while Tiny gets good drag back on that wave.
Yep, a Whisper got solo XP bottom for now, but if he's left alone for too long, he's gonna feed against this Juggernaut and the Grimstroke. Definitely gonna need the help of the Clockwork to cog back this Jug every time he tries to go in.
Yeah, he's in a pretty nice spot now though, right in front of his tier 1.
Yeah.
They dewarded the large camp, so they can actually get that pull off now. That's when the Clockwork decides he wants to play bottom lane. Man, this Witch Doctor getting up in the face of Michael at top lane. Just throws a cask in there. Always nice to see the POS 5 moving and contesting these lane drags by the POS 4.
You need that. You need to get that XP there, or that's just free XP going away. You never get back.
Yeah, and like delaying Tiny is very important as well. He might snipe out a courier. Micro back into the trees near the tower. Maledict onto Tiny. Just a bit of harassment here from Witch Doctor. Does get tossed into the creep wave and the DP. Cask back with a stun from CK, and Michael critted down. Mr. Gene's in trouble also. He's chasing the Underlord. They get the kill top. The Witch Doctor survives. Underlord looks like he's all right in the mid lane, barely, as the DP finishes off the Witch Doctor. A final crit swarm from Mariano.
Yep, was watching both of those, and I guess, I mean, it's beneficial for Radiant. I'm sorry, Dire. They got the kill onto the Tiny first, that first blood. K1's pretty happy so far with how things are going, although he only has 8 last hits. It's pretty tanky, and Witch Doctor will come back to top lane with more regen.
Yeah, pretty low. TK. His pool's pretty poor. He's got one. Witch Doctor could mango him if they decide they want to fight. So that in that mid lane, they both got pretty low. Void Spirit chasing that Underlord around. Mr. Gene's CS-wise looking real good. About a wave ahead in CS over the Underlord.
Yeah, the lane will get harder for the Void Spirit. Not going to be able to tank up this Firestorm once it's level 3. Gonna be always constantly low health, and then Underlord just focus on farming. Like, this hero just farms, gets XP, side lane, pushes that out, maybe takes a tower. You just build into like this Atos mid Underlord build. When I saw this Underlord in the draft, I instantly thought it's okay, there's like a 90% chance it's gonna be a mid Underlord. Okay, definitely be something sneaky here.
Yeah, we've seen it a fair few times from Beastcoast. They do love it.
Yeah.
It's the, like, if it's a pos 3 Underlord, you know, he's Axel, Inkswell. The board slows him, and his battery assault's still going for a good couple more seconds. Clockwork probably going to take down this pos 5 Grimstroke at this rate. There's a stroke of fate. There's another Inkswell trapped inside the cogs, and the boar has done just enough to slow him down. The boar's leaving. He's done his job. And a quick guard bottom rune too. Mr. Gene's always trying to get there. The Firestorm blocks him away. And Clockwork will allow Chris Luck to refill.
Yep. Top 2.
Oh, meanwhile, top lane, yeah. I just flicked my camera up there. Mariano's going to pop to the Maledict. Trying to give it to K1. Which Doctor will claim the life.
It's not that stomp I was hoping Death Prophet would be doing to the CK in order to keep their team in this from the get-go. So they're gonna have to do some big rotations from Mr. Gene's now to get this Death Prophet into the game. Because the way things are going, Chaos Knight and Witch Doctor are gonna be able to kill this DP over and over again.
Yeah, they're even glyphing that creep wave under the tier 1 top.
They will lose a creep wave themselves though, because of that. So, bunch of creeps going into the next wave here. They're gonna play for the bounty room. The team play, Gary, the team play.
Yeah. Push the wave, glyph it up, force them to stick on that tower and go for the bounties.
Oh, Chris Luck, he's trying to steal the other rune. Michael's already sitting on this though. What's with the Tiny then going for a toss level up onto? Interesting.
I'm not sure, but he doesn't have mana for it. A couple of mana away from having a toss. Grimstrokes come in. They have focused Chris Luck down enough. Lack of toss doesn't matter. They toss forward Axel. Stinger, try and get in there with a Cask and Maledict already spent. And a good rotation in from both of those Radiant supports.
Big kill onto the Underlord. I mean, he was very greedy in that path that he took.
Jug has no spin, and the fact you've rotated everyone in, that mid lane sure looks good, but losing your Juggernaut bottom, that's a disaster.
Yeah. Did he use an offensive spin there, and that's why he got caught out afterwards?
I'm not sure. I look down bottom, I just see Clockwork and Beastmaster railing him. Okay, well, he's dead.
And that's a next level 1 now for Beast as well.
Oh, missed Maledict, good Cask. He can't get the kill though. If only he'd landed that Maledict, toss from Tiny will stop Stinger from killing off that Grim. What did you just say? There's a on the Beastmaster?
Oh, you know what it is.
Oh, mid lane, Underlord dying. It's the support rotating again. Chris Luck not respecting the Tiny and the Grimstroke, and they really are doing everything in their power to give Mr. Gene's a good transition out of the laning stage. But not again. Oh, this can't be happening.
He's going for it. Oh,
tries to block him inside. Angel stuck with no spin. I mean, he can drop a healing ward, but that's 2 in a row bottom lane. What's he up to? Stinger does die to Mariana, but has traded his life as the CK removes DP from that top lane. And Tiny is eyeing up this bottom Beastmaster, but Clockwork blocks him away.
Yeah, this is really bad. This is why you don't use your roll unless, or sorry, Blade Fury, unless it's a guaranteed kill.
And they roar the Tiny now. He was looking for a cheeky pick-off. I find it there. Juggernaut is 1 experience away from level 60 even. And in my head, rationalizing it, it's like, okay, he's 1 XP away. He thinks he can spin an Omni Slash. It was me.
Well, a creep needs to die in order to get that 1 XP. Doesn't matter if it's like 30 or 1 XP away, you still need a creep to die.
And there's no one else being able to support him and give him that creep.
Now the Beastmaster, level 7 with Necro and a Salve coming out.
Could you do that?
Up to.
I'm Beastmaster. I got Necro 1 now.
Yep.
It's time to go to the tower. Click
That's
my
all I need in life.
Roar.
I mean, the Juggernaut is already gone. He's
good rotation.
Yeah, he's out of there. He's gonna try to do something himself.
Mr. Jeans snipes out the Witch Doctor.
Oh, he doesn't have mana
push the tower?
Wait, he doesn't have mana. He wants to kill the...
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean, that would have been a super dead Grim, like, you know, seconds ago with Necro, but still does it anyway with a level 4 boar.
Top tower is under attack.
And everyone from
this Axel, Jugger. Yeah, that's a lot.
And they will get the tier 1.
You want to see what Beastcoast need to take the bottom tier 1?
I'm
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster, Necro is
down. Look how fast it's dying. Look how fast this tower is dying, Gary.
They're trying to defend it. They're bringing a couple of TPs here.
We're gonna have to bring a lot of people if they want to defend this.
They miss a stroke of fate. Mr. Jeans double jump on Whisper with the Ink Swell. Stinger though with a Casket and Maledict. Dissimulate to dodge away. Stinger still here battling with the Necro units going. Mr. Jeans is dying and they've rotated Chris Lock and Schofield on top of them. Yeah, you kill the Beastmaster, you stop the push, but you lose your tempo hero. Void Spirit cannot die in this game.
Yeah.
He is the be-all, end-all of Infamous in this mid-game.
Click that summary on Grim before he goes away.
Death summary on Grim.
Radiant structures.
What am I looking for?
Oh, who did the most damage to him?
Beastmaster.
Yep. Beast wasn't even right-clicking him a single time.
Just the summons.
Yep.
My goodness.
He just annihilated the Grimstroke, who was just helping the Void Spirit kill the Beast with some spells.
Yeah, and then they had the Hawk on that tier 1, so they get the tier exactly. Necro units were still there. Infamous Juggernaut, he's found a home for himself up top. Maelstrom is coming slowly but surely, but this K1 CK is gonna have Midas soon.
This is exactly what Angel needed to do. He needed to go top, help take that tier 1, sit up here. Now Beastcoast have a hard time actually catching this Juggernaut, and the Jug is in a very lucrative spot. Infamous making the smoke into the triangle area, but I don't think they're looking for the Chaos Knight. They did not Chaos Knight, so not a very worth smoke, but they get the bounties actually.
4 bounties, yeah.
Yeah.
And look at this Beastmaster. He's realized they were all up in the triangle and they're going to be spreading across the map. Come behind with Schofield here.
Oh no,
Grim get to summons. He can't do anything. Even a Roar use. They toss the clock, the cogs come out, DP's pushed back, and inside the Pit of Malice, Tiny Mockle destroyed by the Underlord. So much additional damage coming out of level 3 Atrophy Aura. The bottom. It feels like from the Roche Pit all the way down to like bottom 2 belongs to Beastcoast. There is no way you can show down in that jungle or anywhere because of the threat the Beastmaster offers.
Yep. It's not like it feels like it. It is. That's what they own. That's their property.
Hard work. Dedication from Whisper.
And it's
buying that Necro 2. And nearly up to 3.
Oh, Mr. Jeans. I mean, he's down here like stopping this creeps from happening, and they're smoking to the Beast as well. But if Whisper just walks away from this, what do? You jug that top.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just a hook shot, kill off the Jug. And they're still trying to get on top of Whisper here. And Michael is trying to close the gap with an avalanche. Mr. Jeans, the first Astral Step, now toss forward. Whisper has Roar as well. Necrobook, but he's silenced up. Can't get it off. Schofield's come in to help save the day. The Soul Bind is there, but the Roar of the Grimstroke's going to destroy him while Stinger, Witch Doctor, knowing there's no more Astral Step, no Dissimulate, down goes the Void Spirit. Yet again, second time, you've killed off Whisper, but you've lost the Void Spirit in the exchange, and it just doesn't feel worth it as Tiny is being hounded. The Beastmaster summons, helped out by the Battery Assault. Who's going to get the kill? It's Whisper. Would you believe it? A double for the Beastmaster. And mid lane, it just doesn't stop. They popped Exorcism, but it looks like it's they didn't get the tier 1. I don't know if that's defensive or
defensive usage. Oh, feels bad. I think he used the Exo to go for the tier 1 while they were all bottom, but then Underlord shows up. It's like, hello. I'm Underlord. Just plant myself in front of this tower with Firestorm. You cannot push.
That's the great thing about mid Underlord. Usually with like a pos 3 Tide or Underlord or something like that, yeah, okay, I can put myself mid lane and I can stop the push. But he can go to lanes and help push. He's really a sticky slug. And Rod of Atos is nearly done. While Void Spirit
is slipping away for Infamous. They're running out of options. Make plays happen. And they've moved a lot of smokes too.
It's off Schofield. That's a big streak.
That is a big streak. A lot of gold for the Jug too. He's got his item now too. But nonetheless, they need to at Beastcoast. They can't just make smokes and wait for only smoke plays. Tiny is level 8 now. He's got that maxed out Avalanche and Tusk combo. You got a good amount of burst damage with the Void as well.
Oh, Mr. G. That is a tragedy.
Hello, Master. I roll you. You dead? You die? Yeah.
That's it. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Like, you could have solo killed him and didn't even need any help.
I mean, he basically has
Necro 3.
He's made a new lane for himself. Wherever the Beastmaster goes, it's the 4th lane.
Yeah, except they do like 5x the damage.
Yeah, true. Within a beast is pretty nuts. CK now deciding to in the fray. Midas Sanj heading into BKB. Tanky K1 CK, and they've rooted up Mr. G. He's DP'd in, and he's died straight away. The hook shot from Schofield also catches the DP. Reality Rift back. Spirit Siphon's going. Mariano not okay. Caught up in the Rod of Atos. Toss back, maybe saves her. Gets the DP out of there. But it really is that primary point that Mr. Jeans is the hero that really sets the tempo for the Radiant, and whenever he's dead, you can see that they're just lost. Where do we go?
Yep, and Underlord, as soon as he got that Atos, he caused to go mid. Let's try to take a fight, take this tower. Beastmaster got that pick off first on the Void, so was able to wrap around, and Void just keeping back in was just a complete disaster. Your team was not ready, like ahead of you, to take the fight. So that's, I mean, how do you come back on a Void Spirit from this position? It's really difficult, and he's got a 4 staff queued up, Gary.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna get to as well. Like against Rod of Atos, against the root of the Underlord, you know, he's got limited options on what a defensive item he can buy, I guess.
This is the first time I'm ever gonna see 4 Void Spirit as a position 2, I think. Support Void, I've seen it, but definitely not mid Void.
What else could he go for? Like rush BKB? I mean, the Orchid would be way too slow if you go that direction.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you're getting like, you know, Yules and Ags and stuff, so you can just run in and create chaos, but in the position that he's in right now, I guess he doesn't have another option but to become pretty much a support Void Spirit.
Yeah, he's got lower net worth than the deep. Treads drums, spots the CK, and then drums to run away. Get to the high ground, becomes Stinger. Maledict's on the Death Prophet, but the silence stops the cast from coming. Stinger still wants the Grimstroke though, it looks like. Finally gets the stun on him. CK through the ring. And it's just a couple of hits.
Goodbye. It's just 2 volleys from everything, and that's it.
Oh, Rod of Atos on the Void Seer. Oh, Spirit, where are you going in that pit of malice? No more astral steps. He doesn't have to assimilate, but he's been roared up by Whisper. Oh, Mr. Jeans again. What's that? His 5th death of the game.
Yep. Silver lining though. Juggernaut did Omni slash the Clockwork again. Got another kill. Nice. You know, he's still at the top of the network. The problem is he's pretty much 1 versus the world right now.
Dire's middle tower is
and you feel like if he gets roared in a team fight, he dies anyway. No matter how much net worth he has.
He's got the same problem as DP. He gets bursted by the Chaos Knight.
Does Clock have hook shot here? Jug's already made the long run away. And Dire have pretty perfect vision in this down bottom. They see near the outpost, they see near that mid-tier 2, so they're watching for movements. And they'll know there are 4 heroes here from Infamous all around the mid lane. And yeah, CK sends an illusion up, like, oh, where are you? Where are you all hiding? Do you like that scan? Radiant scanning triangle, then not doing anything with it?
I guess it's information, maybe. That's pretty much it. Like, you know they're there, they're not smoking into you. Okay. So you can just kind of chill back a bit, but...
Clear your jungle.
Yeah, Infamous, that's what they gotta do. They gotta wait for Beastcoast to make a mistake right now.
Oh, they're gonna be hard pressed to find one.
Chaos Knight almost has BKB too. And once he gets BKB, he really becomes unable.
Like 3,000 HP. Poke shot from Grimstroke out in the open again. These wards paying off for Beastcoast. Very simple kills. They Dark Rift onto the summons of Beastmaster. Underlord wants this tier 2. It was already nearly dead, but Chris Luck makes down sure. And you were mentioning you want Infamous to be making moves. You can see these three heroes really are lost. Like, where do we go? Mid? Do we farm? Oh, Jug's there. Back jungle? No, we can't do that, can we? They find the Clockwork. Still on his high ground. Misses another Maledict. But that cast might bounce back onto the Void Spirit. Silence him. Clockwork being shredded. But in comes the Beastmaster with a roar, and the damage from the CK clears through the Ghost Lady. Void Spirit has another Disintegrate to play around with. Angel has a 5 with Avalanche Toss. They'll clear through Stinger. Chris Luck dropping low. Angel has an Omni Slash. Gonna spend it. Throw it in there. Not even gonna use it. He's gonna kill him off anyway. Angel comes in and gets a triple kill. Juggernaut untouched. Comes in with his big items and a wonderful team fight there. The swing of the game there for Infamous.
Yeah, such a nice wraparound, going for the easy targets first on that Clockwork and the Witch Doctor, getting rid of the supports, and Angel didn't even use his Omni Slash there too. So he still got that up, and they can just fight again as soon as they're alive.
And so that one observable, they're pinging it out now. Stroke got that up a couple of minutes ago. Gave them perfect vision in the area.
The high ground push was interesting and all, but if you don't make the proper retreat, it's really awkward.
Oh, definitely proving. Even though Beastcoast have these three incredibly tanky core heroes, you do have the damage to kill them off. Spirit Siphon, yeah, doing percentage-based damage. Juggernaut with some hefty
And this goes back to the fact that Juggernaut took that early tier 1 top and stayed up there, farmed a lot, and Beastcoast never really went up there to stop him from farming. They didn't kill him a single time. So you still got like this carry on the side of Infamous. And he's doing it with that one versus the world at the moment. But he's gonna need one more fight like that though.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks like solving the biggest problem he has. Buying Lincoln Sphere, knowing that Roar is pretty much the only thing that can ruin his game.
Yeah, and later he's gonna buy the Fury upgrade, especially once he's level 20. He's gonna get that plus 160 blade for your DPS, and that's gonna help in killing off the Chaos Knight's illusions, proccing the Maelstroms off your spins as well.
Oh, yeah, super good against them too.
Definitely. Again, so they need one more fight like that. They're still not out of the woods yet, Gary.
Yeah.
These are, I think they're still much stronger for the time being.
Like the fact that has come down, you know, round 2 basically. They deward, they make sure that the vision game is further theirs, and they smoke out from this bottom jungle.
They want to get a kill, go straight into the pit, take Roshan with the Necro Book, but Necro is down for 20 more seconds, so they might have to slow down just for, you know, a few bit. Cool off.
It could be a good opportunity for Infamous to take that fight that they want. Hawk's gonna come under a sentry. Oh no, it doesn't. Barely scrapes past. So vision is up there for Beastcoast near that top tier 1 and around the Radiant Triangle.
Dire's top tower.
Still trying to de-push that mid wave as CK stuck around for a long time. And Death Prophet, she's the one out on the map. Oh, you're gonna get closed in on by the Witch Doctor. Mariano doesn't expect the Stinger gank. The cast, no vision just yet. Now you'll have it. Stinger's there, starts it off. He might even finish it himself. Nah, it's nowhere near enough damage. Whisper and Chris Luck with the Rod of Atos or the Roar.
Yep, Tiny almost died to the Chaos Knight. Oh, K1 did not commit the BKB to the kill, so he managed to get away on Michael.
Top tower is under attack.
It was just a hero, that's it. There wasn't any illusions even. Yeah. Let's annihilate him.
Well, Roshan does get pinged now. Schofield's like, guys, you want to do Roach?
Radiant's top tower.
Chaos Knight down bottom lane. No. I'm farming. Oh, hook shot. Grimstroke initiated on. Schofield looks like a simple one. And I'll just Inkswell the Void Spirit to get away. Juggernaut, what's he up to? He's whacking the Chaos Knight, forcing the TP home.
Guys, get out. This is not gonna omni that. Juggernaut is level 19, by the way. So he's like,
wow,
pretty far ahead on this Chaos Knight. And K1 realized that. It's like, I'm not sure if we really want to fight right now, because...
Not a fight worth taking there, but maybe Whisper. He's popped his BKB up top. Mr. Jeans is disengaged, as has Michael.
Oh. That's something that I didn't really notice. Earlier, I saw Beastmaster queuing up the Blink Dagger, but he opts for the BKB instead against the Death Prophet Silence. So it's really annoying for him.
Yeah, they've got their triple
combos, the Grim.
Triple BKB now. Underlord has one. Getting run out by the Jug. Rod of Atos pops the Lincolns. Tiny with the Void Spirit. Forcing the BKB out of Crypt Block. They were hoping maybe for a turnaround there as the Jetpack Clockwork doesn't get to high ground. Misses the hook shot. Schofield down. They do capture. It's the Jeans though with that roar. Pummeling the Void Spirit. In comes the Jug though. Spinning the Witch Doctor down. A Phantasm from K1 with a big illusion. That's the difficulty for Angel to handle. He can't do anything even with the Omni Slash. Not enough damage. Pop the Lincolns again. Turn around with a quick stun and Angel maledicted. Dead to rights. Whispers in fact the one with a triple kill. Oh, nice spin. Gets away from the rift. He's speedy. He's going to get away from there. Final magic tick is going to take him down to like 200 or something, but he's fine.
Bottom tower is under attack.
And apart from Beastcoast there, although the Clockwork did die first, he got that BKBs really shining in that last engagement. And I think the Juggernaut just needs to wait for his level 20 and the Aghanim card in order to be able to take these team fights. That's going to be the way to deal with his CK illusions.
I think definitely realized Omni Slash isn't the answer.
Right, and the Beastmaster summons, see how they just soaked up all that damage from the Omni.
Still holding on though. Angel only a couple of hundred away from the shard. And how many XP from 20? Very close, right? About 17. Oh, 7. Wisp with illusion pin, making sure no sneakiness from Infamous. Hawk flies over too. A really nice shift by Beastcoast, right? Because that kind of 16 to 20 minute window, they were playing bottom jungle, trying to force into the tier 2s there, farming back, keeping a large portion of the map to themselves. But then there was that kind of, you know, the switch got flicked and they're like, wait, we want to play into Radiant Triangle so we can control Roche immediately. They just pull the zones of the map as Infamous are trying to do now. Waiting on top of staircases, forcing out BKBs, but Michael, dear Lord, K1 with his damage. They do miss the hook shot, they don't get any bonus kills.
Alright, it's time to rush.
Do they rush?
Yeah, you got it. But I think they're going to smoke up on Infamous. They know the CK does not have a BKB anymore. The shard, the level 20 Juggernaut. He's got the damage now.
Jetpack Clockwork. Flying into the middle of 4 enemy heroes. Yeah, he's over the chasm. Yeah, he's got in a weird position. Mr. Jeans has got the wrong. Roshan being taken. Juggernaut has walked into the pit. Oh, that's dangerous. There's a lot of right click, but the Dark Rift gets them out of there. And Clockwork somehow is. How did Clockwork live?
Yeah, he just TP'd out. He called himself and TP'd out, and they couldn't really get to him to stun him in time. And that was so much space created by Schofield right there. All he did was get the attention onto him so his team can do Roshan without being contested. The Juggernaut, you know, you got Omni, you got like Exo, you got all these big spells, but they couldn't use it inside the pig, so because of the clock.
Yeah, gets up in their face. Still in a forward position here. Infamous getting caught out with a hook shot. Death Ward from Stinger. The wraparound from K1. The Pit of Malice comes down. Spin has to BKB and run. Void Spirit rooted up. Gets to assimilate off in time. And Beastcoast just going to have to go for Mariano in the back. Death Prophet focused down by K1. Chris Luck, Whisper, and Stinger still chasing the Jug though. In a second, but they pop the Lincolns and got the roar. Now the spin. Angel thinking about turning and fighting as they lose Mariano. They don't without K1.
The Omni Slash.
Oh, can they chase? They've given up. Well, they get the DP. She didn't waste exorcism though.
Very split fights there. Yeah, I think Infamous, they're gonna try to delay this game a bit more because they gotta wait for this Aegis on the CK to at least, you know, get down to like 1 minute. So if a long drawn-out fight occurs, you can try to kill him at the end of the fight without having to go through 2 CK lives. Because this CK has heart in a moment, so that's 4,000 HP. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty difficult to burst through him. You've got DP with Spirit Siphon.
Yeah, that's a good spell for sure. You're gonna have to pretty much ignore him, try to kill the illusions, kill the other heroes, and leave the skip at the end. And then you can probably kill him with, you know, your heroes, no problem.
Surround him with everybody.
Yeah, and look at Death Prophet's item build too. I don't know if we've already mentioned that, but Solar Crest and a Plate Meal. I love this build from the DP. She needs this mass armor.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's so nice when you got a Jug on your team too. Solar Crest, Omni Slash. Yeah, it's nice. Skipping away on the to Lotus Orb. To always have this overwhelming feeling that Coast, you know, the favorites, the better team coming into this series, and having the map control, which they do. It's just overwhelming. Behind tier 3, he's forced to BKB. Toss back from Tiny, work unders.
Yep. You know how hard it is to go high ground against a Tiny. Beastcoast just gotta focus on like controlling the map and getting into to leave the base and kill them outside the base. They can't be doing this high ground plays unless they commit the CK. The Tiny can't toss the real CK.
Rock it on! It looked like they had a nice stranglehold on the mid and the top lane, but that one Tiny toss does get Infamous out of the base. Jump in from Tiny onto the CK. They know he's got no BKB. Phantasm, silenced up, half HP, the CK being focused. There's the Aegis down as the Schofield clockwork, hook shots, and jetpacks over the top of the grip stroke. Axel's gone. DP's on the run. Tries to fight the clock as the Juggernaut doesn't know where to go. Up, down, left, right, avalanche chance onto the Witch Doctor, but that's a tanky thinger. Omni Slap does come through. Focusing the Beastmaster. He's got the BKB off. Juggernaut spins forward. He needs the right clicks to finish him. They've already lost the DP and the Grimstroke though, and the clockwork with the cogs in a blink away. Beastmaster's safe. K1 gets a double kill. Angels down. Void Spirit and Tiny left wondering what they need to do. They pull out all the stops, but they just can't win a team fight against these tanky Beast Coast heroes.
Oh, that was such an awkward Omni Slash there. I think they should have just stood their ground with the DP and went to BK as he was respawning because he didn't have the BKB up. Right, you saw him use it on the top. So if you stuck around there, you know, get another stun on, maybe Juggernaut can Omni Slash that CK during the stun so he can't pop his Phantasm, bring him low enough that even if he does use Phantasm, it wouldn't matter. But Infamous losing that fight is so costly. They're gonna lose many buildings here. They got the Beastmaster aura. CK's got Phantasm in 15 as well.
This could work, or maybe not. K1 has his BKB back. Toss into Actel, lose the Grimstroke, Michael's dead. And that might be the signal of the end of the game. Mid barracks comes tumbling down, and they'll move into that bottom lane now. The Phantasm of K1. Easy pickings on these Radiant buildings.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
I think you're right. A number of these fights have felt very, split, very separated. Kind of.
Oh, Whisper.
Oh, Whisper. He's all right. He's a Beastmaster. He's fine. But there's a lot of target acquisition gone wrong in this game. It feels like.
Definitely would have to agree with that. You know, they gotta really plan out how they want to take the fights and what they're gonna do. If you're not sure of what your fight looks like before you take the fight, you're gonna find yourself running away a lot.
I mean, spontaneity, it's wonderful in Dota 2, but you need that clear idea, especially with heroes like Tiny, with Void Spirit. Who do I need to pick up? Who can I go on? Who do I need to control in the battle?
Yep, and control, and also combining your spells up with your allies.
Yeah.
Very important.
It's like so many things can change, because initially it might be Void Spirit thinking, I'll go on the Beastmaster unless he's roared, and then I go on someone else if he has roared. And things can change very quickly. Oh, DP. Missed hook shot. She went back for a greedy additional crit swarm. And because of the greed, doesn't get ganked.
Saved her. Sometimes you can't read players who are doing, you know, things off their emotions.
Unexpected, yeah. Oh, a double damage rune under the Dire Observer ward. Chris Luck gonna go back for him because they've actually made a jump onto the Beastmaster. Soulbound, but he roars the Tiny. Stinger keeps away from the Soulbind. And the initiation comes to naught.
Yeah, that BKB is just doing so much work from this Beastmaster. It saved his life so many times already. I love it. Whisper's item decisions this game have been on point. Necrobook into the BKB, and then Dagger. Vlad going for the Solar Crest, so he got the 2 buffer items. He bought the items that keeps him alive in the fights first, and then he buys the buffer items. Because there's no point of the buffer items if you're dead in the fights.
Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think, when was the last time we saw Infamous cross the river? Oh, because I feel like it was Juggernaut like 15 minutes ago for farming top lane. The rest of the game, you know, talking about map control and the way that you're playing the map, it's been Beastcoast on Radiant side of the river.
I think it has a lot to do with Beastmaster and Underlord being on Beastcoast team. You got this Firestorm and the minions are constantly just shoving these lanes in. You find yourself on Infamous side constantly pushing the lanes back out and not enough time to actually make plays.
Yeah, they get scanned up on their high ground. Hook shot once again misses, going for a blind one, but forced to step away and a spin back will disengage from the CK. Stroke unfortunately doesn't have the same mechanisms of escape as his teammates and allies do. So dead for 45 seconds without buyback, in fact.
Toss back mid.
Catch out the Lord, yeah, he's tanky, but that Omni Slash shreds straight through him. Jumping onto the additional Dire Heroes now, will spin onto the Witch Doctor, but Angel wants to retreat. He's been hooked. Come out, push him back into the CK. Lotus is on him, but the Roar turns back onto Whisper. Angel gonna die. Juggernaut's gone for a minute and a half while this just keeps running forward towards you. The cavalry's come, and K1, he wants this final lane barracks. Grimstroke, Tiny, they can afford buybacks now. But without Juggernaut, I just don't see what you can accomplish. Toss back.
Maybe Exo.
Radiant's top
it is 4v4. Let's slowly take this.
There's the Exo with a silence. Spirit runs forward, stopping the mega creeps from coming. At least for now. Beastmaster with no roar for 30 seconds. Beastcoast just make the slow walk back.
We're gonna trade the Exo.
We're gonna try and go on DP. Reality Rift. Lotus Orb's on us, so no stuns coming. Looks like the TP away from Clockwork sends him back to Fountain. And Bounty Runes have spawned. So an activity there for Beastcoast to go and accomplish. Now we need to talk on Beastmaster now. Roshan in a minute 20. One more fight, you reckon? Still one more in them?
Yes. It might be a fight or it might be a massacre. I'm not sure, Gary. But I'm leaning more towards a massacre.
Who's gonna be the massacreist?
I think you can take this one. I'll give you the win here, Gary. You can answer that question yourself.
Beastcoast will win the team fight.
Wow.
See, but the thing is, the fact that I've said and put it out into the world means the opposite's going to happen.
All right.
So Infamous is going to make a massive comeback now. Juggernaut's going to come in, kill off a couple of supports. TK to last, like you said. Follow the advice of Coach Theben. Smoke, knowing that Roshan could be alive now. Tiny rips the Smoke Phantasm, the Avalanche Toss combo, the illusion's pretty much cleared. CK now left just BKB, but he gets down to the low ground, onto the DP. Mariano removed from the game. Stroke also gone, both without buybacks. And it looks like Juggernaut already struck the side. Omni Slash comes through. Tiny trying to get in there too, but the Juggernaut now left with nothing. Tries to spin Stinger down, but it's a Glimmer Cape and Witch Doctor. It's pretty fine to me. Pit of Malice, another Maledict, and GG's called. It's over. Beastcoast, 42-17. Another very decisive victory.
How did you know that it was going to be a massacre?
I just delved deep into the Mind Palace, put all the parameters together, and I mathematically figured it out. It was pretty simple.
Genius. Coach Gary.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
Hello, Master. How are you? You dead? You died? Yeah.
That's it. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Like, you could have solo killed him and didn't even need any help.
I mean, he basically has a
Necro 3.
He's made a new lane for himself. Wherever the Beastmaster goes, it's the 4th lane.
Yeah, except they do like 5x the damage.
Yeah, true. Within a beast is pretty nuts. CK now deciding to in the fray. Midas Sand heading into BKB. Tanky K1 CK, and they've rooted up Mr. Jeans. He's DP'd in, and he's died straight away. The hook shot from Schofield also catches the DP. Reality Rift back. Spirit Siphon's going. Mariano not okay. Caught up in the run of Atos. Toss back, maybe saves her. Gets the DP out of there. But it really is that primary point that Mr. Jeans is Beastcoast. Very simple kills. A Dark Rift onto the summons of Beastmaster. Underlord was this tier 2. He was already nearly dead, but Chris Luck makes down sure.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. Like,
and you were mentioning you want Infamous to be making moves. You can see these 3 heroes really are lost. Like, where do we go? Mid? Do we farm? Oh, Jug's there. Jungle? No, we can't do that, can we? 4th lane. Find the clockwork. Still on his high ground. Misses another Maledict. But that counts. Might bounce back onto the Void Spirit. Silence and clockwork being shredded. But in comes the Beastmaster with a roar, and the damage from the CK clears through the Ghost Melee. CK and Spirit has another single play around with Angel out of 5 with Avalanche Toss. They'll clear through Stinger. Chris Luck dropping low. Angel has an Omni Slash. Gonna spend it. Throw it in there. Not even gonna use it. He's gonna kill him off anyway. Angel comes in and gets a triple kill. Juggernaut untouched. Comes in with his big items and a wonderful team fight there.
They're queuing up the Blink Dagger, but he opts for the BKB instead against the Death Prophet Silence. So it's really annoying for him. And combos the Grim.
Chris Luck makes down triple BKB now. Underlord has one. Getting run out by the Jug. Run of Atos pops the Lincolns. Tiny with the Void Spirit. Forcing the BKB out of Grim. Jug's still hoping maybe for a turnaround there as the jetpack clockwork doesn't get to high ground. Misses the hook shot. Schofield down. They cap their Jeans though with that roll. Spirit. In comes the Jug though. Spinning the Wish Doctor down. Phantasm from K1 with a big illusion. That's the difficulty for Angel. Handle. He can't do anything even with the Omni Slash. Not enough damage. Off the Lincolns again. Turn around with a quick stun. Angel maledicted. Dead to rights. Whispers in fact the one with a triple kill. Oh, that spin gets away from the rift. He's speedy. He's going to get away from there. Final Maledict take is going to take it down to like 200 or something.
Use the base, kill them outside the base. They can't be doing this high ground plays unless they commit the CK. The Tiny can't toss the real CK.
Bring it on. It looked like they had a nice stranglehold on the mid and the top lane. But that one tiny toss does get Infamous out of the base. Jump in the tiny onto the CK. They know he's got no BKB. Phantasm silenced up. Half HP. The CK being focused. There's the Aegis down as the Schofield clockwork hook shots and Japan to the top of the group stroke. Axel's gone. DP's on the run. Tries to fight the clock as the Juggernaut. Up, down, left, right. Avalanche shots onto the Witch Doctor. That's a tiny thing. On this slash does come through. The Beastmaster for the BKB off. Juggernaut spins forward. He needs the right clips to finish him. They've already lost the DP in the Grimstroke though. The clockwork with the constant blink away. Beastmaster's safe. K1 gets a double kill. Angel's down. Void Spirit and Tiny. Final Maledict take is going to take it down to like 200 or something.
Use the base, kill them outside the base. They can't be doing this high ground plays unless they commit the CK. They can't toss the real CK.
They had a nice stranglehold on the mid and the top lane.
Infamous turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Infamous turn to ban.
Timbersaw Coddle. Now, is this Nyx going to make it through again? First pick, it's going to Beastcoast. Are they the kind of guys?
Underlord, guys. They banned Timber. They're going to pick Underlord again. Oh,
Bat Rider.
GG.
It's coming. All right, first pick Nyx. Or no?
All right. That's what I was. Are Beastcoast the team that likes to do that? Do you have to do that?
I don't remember seeing them play Nyx.
I think we talked about them mostly ignoring it, didn't we?
5 seconds remaining.
They are one of those guys. I mean, they have, I guess, like, they have the luxury of being so good that they can avoid it. I honestly feel like it's a really strong hero, but well,
it looks like when they had first pick, they were banning it before, and then outside of that, it's been ignored. So yeah, they'll go for. Thankfully, the Schofield Earth Spirit. Give me some more of this. It's tons of fun to watch fun to watch last time, and we'll see it again.
Hey Bowie, how did you feel about Mr. Jeans last game? Do you feel like he performed at the expectation level that we have for Mr. Jeans, especially on a hero like Void Spirit? Where did he rank on the Bowie scale?
I think he laned well. I would say his lane was an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
But it's just such a bad matchup. Like, he pretty much needs to either stomp the lane so hard he can just rush Orchid and don't care, or he needs
That's hard to do.
Go Force Staff.
I don't know how you do that as Void Spirit against Underlord.
Yes, it is really hard. So I like, yeah, he didn't look that good through the mid game, but I don't think it was like, there was not much he could control besides the lane. So I would say like an 8 overall. I guess 7.5 overall, 8.5 in the lane.
7.5 from the Brazilian judge. Okay, moving on.
10 seconds.
All right, not bad. Pretty good marks.
I would say so.
5 seconds.
They got the
remaining.
Shaman on Infamous. So we're assuming there's not going to be Nyx on Beastcoast because they went for the Earth Spirit 4.
Infamous turn to pick.
Witch Doctor.
Okay.
Keep it simple, stupid. Same as their first draft of the whole tournament.
Dude.
Earth Spirit Witch Doctor. They're going to reveal their supports early. They're picking 2 supports that can cover pretty much everything. The one weakness that you could argue is there's like slight lack of AoE control in some ways, because like Earth Spirit only stuns one person, but you got lots of silences. Like, it's enough. Between him and the casks, I'd say they're pretty covered.
Remaining.
I think Witch Doctor versus Shadow Shaman is also potentially annoying for the Shadow Shaman. You're hoping that the cask isn't going to be too unfavorable to you, but you like to channel. Sometimes Witch Doctor can just yuck in a coconut, head the other way, and through the virtues of the Dota universe, Shadow Shaman's not feeling so hot.
Yeah, it's a really good hero on the Doctor. He can also just like kill the Shadow Shaman. Even if he already used the cask, he can just turn the death ward as the shackles are going, and Shaman probably just dies. So it's a really strong hero for a reason.
Admiral
now, did they
Kunkka.
get the Beastmaster? No, they go Kunkka. It get banned in the other game.
Yeah, pretty likely to get banned out.
It feels like the 10th pick though.
Yeah. I mean, can the Kunkka flex to off lane?
10
Yes,
seconds
but
remaining.
is
Yes,
it
but not
good
really.
enough? Yeah.
5
Yeah,
I would
but-
say like if they can run Void Spirit off lane, and I would say that's like it's probably a 6 off laner. Kunkka is probably a 4, because there's some really good matchups like against minions and stuff. But if you're not Zai, I wouldn't be confident in running Kunkka off lane.
Okay.
Yeah, and speaking
Setting
of
a high bar
minions,
there.
Beastmaster is
Yeah,
still
you been
in.
playing?
No, just something to
Okay.
consider.
So is this like an answer for the Beastmaster in case they go for it? Like, I'm kind of confused, but
Is it really that much of an answer? It's like, yes, it's annoying, but
I
doesn't
think that the
Beastmaster still
biggest
do
Radiant
part
team ban.
is the fact that you can control him from afar. So you control him before he can press roar, and then you just go at him. That's he has BKB. Usually, once you get at least the Necro 3. But I think it's such an early Kunkka. There's a lot of mid
remaining
matchups that they're gonna have to ban. They do take the Monkey King away, so that's probably gonna be
5 seconds remaining.
mid Kunkka.
I guess you could argue the same way if they want to flex it to safe lane, though, right? The monkey can still kind of counter it there, so
yeah,
that is also there. I'm looking at Mr. Jeans, his pub profile. Now, you might not know this, but he's currently Mr.Pantalones.com. That's his pub name right now. So well done, first off. He does not play a whole. Well, he plays a lot of Kunkka, I should say. It's like a 7th most played hero. hasn't been like spamming it lately. Played it 12 days ago. It is, however, one of his lowest win rates out of heroes that he plays a lot. 48%. So he's not, you know,
not crushing it.
Not exactly a, you know, oh my god, we got to take a first phase or it's a banned.
You know, fun fact, Bowie, when I was in high school in Spanish class, I got knocked a point on an exam because I pronounced pantalones, pantalones. I did an E instead of an A in the middle, and I got a -2 for that. It's pantalones, 2 A's.
Wow.
Don't get it wrong.
That's, thank you for the knowledge. I don't know how to pronounce it, so.
Pantalones. Trent said it pretty damn close to the American accent, and it triggered me a little bit.
Pantalones?
Pantalones.
Pantalones. Is that right?
Pantalones, yeah.
Ah, Mr. Pantalones. All right, you guys use that in the
Well done. Well done. In Spanish, you got to hit all the vowels. That's one of the things I remember.
All right, they are making a lot of effort here on the side of Infamous to kinda make this Kunkka look like an offlane hero, because they did take the Jugger away, right? So that's not a hero expect to go mid, but it is a hero if you're playing offlane Kunkka that can just dive you.
It's also here like for the game too is very good versus Kunkka, because you just like you can't control him, you can just spin away. So yeah, they're putting a lot of stock in this hero one way or another, be it mid or offlane.
Ursa.
Yeah.
Ban the Ursa.
Ursa, yeah. I mean, they play a lot of Ursa, so they do kind of respect the hero. But then they want to cover that last mid matchup in the Death Prophet. I mean, that goes both ways, though. Yeah.
They could pick the Ursa. That'd be okay.
Ursa, it's awful, but they can.
They could also pick
Wait, why is it
Nyx
awful?
if they pick a decent
showing
buy.
a lot. Okay, so prepare for the Beastmaster that's still open.
Fair.
I like this.
Yep, fine with this. You have a squishy support duo, but that's okay.
I guess the Rum will kind of help. I don't know. I don't know if Ench is that great of an answer when they haven't even picked Beastmaster yet. I almost feel like Beastcoast are just going to do it anyway.
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like they will. Oh god, why is that hero so strong?
I mean, now I'm starting to think of like Enigma or something, like other heroes that can just like isolate themselves in the offlane and give space to the Earth Spirit.
I'm sorry, do you know that Enchantress can control the Eidolon?
My god.
Hello? That is a hard count. Alright, they go first.
We forgot about this hero. He's had a couple games away. Yeah, flex pick.
Yeah, could basically just match wherever the Kunkka goes or something too.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
This feels good.
So
5 seconds
do you pick the Ursa now?
I guess
that's your bait.
I guess they do kind of pick a 1 though, right? If they actually have thoughts on this Kunkka being a potential 3, then they could pick one of the magic immune carries. Unfortunately, they banned out the Jug. There's some other guy though. I forget his name. Boy, what's that other hero? Is it Life Stealer?
Oh, yes, my favorite hero. I don't know, that performance is so bad.
Team pick.
The only time we saw Life Stealer. I go for the Ursa.
Okay, so yeah, they play this hero a lot. Unfortunately, they haven't won with it here, but they played 2 losing games unknown with it.
Oh, I remember those series. Angel just went for dives, dude. He dived so much. All right, Angel, if you're listening right now, dude, you're a great player. You just don't have to dive that much.
Okay, build him up to break him down. I like it. Also, yeah, get back to the game.
Yes, please. You're not allowed here.
All right, who don't you want banned, guys? Veno is still in. Are we picking Veno?
No. Veno's out. Viper's in. Viper's in. Veno's out.
Oh, fuck. Fudge.
Yeah.
Me.
Why do you think I brought up the Ursa, dog?
I just looked and saw that. Oh, damn it.
I don't think Beastcoast actually believes in Viper. I don't think they picked it a single time.
I could have swore that was Viper out of the corner of my eye.
Okay.
Now I'm all disappointed. I want to Chris Luck Veno again.
Oh yeah, that Chris Luck Veno is cool, but they never played Viper. I think they feel like they're too good for Viper. You know, like I'm too skilled to play Viper. I want to play. Can you please give me PL mid, please? I can micro.
Radiant team back.
I'm joking, guys. I love Beastcoast, but
pick. Oh,
that's a good Chris Luck hero. We like this
Chris Luck snap. The Snap Mars duo returns. This is surprisingly good. If you haven't seen it, I can see why somebody might be saying to themselves, mid Snapfire, what does that do? You're going to see what it does. It's pretty damn good.
Turn to ban.
Yeah, it shoves the wave so well. All right, if this Kunkka is offlane, what can they actually pick to destroy the mid Snapfire?
Or vice versa. What is the good hero that's left? Is it an offlane or is it a mid? I mean, I don't think anything crushes mid Snap. Does it
Yeah.
Like she's actually a very good laner. Great animation.
Just shows the wave.
Yeah. Lots of magic damage.
I mean, I guess like Lena's pretty good, but it's not a dumpster.
All right, I'm gonna say something crazy here.
Okay.
Not that crazy, but crazy. I think Quap might be their answer here because you can run from Snapfire Zone, you run from Arena, you control Snap from afar, and you're not in range for any of her spells. Yeah, that's
10 seconds.
That's my guess. If Kunkka is actually offlane.
Yeah, Beastcoast are banning around the other way. They think it's Kunkka mid. They take out the Beastmaster.
Puck is also still in, actually.
Pretty solid.
I just feel like Snapfire is so tanky.
Yeah. Here's my problem. Is that whoever goes mid is probably going to get ganked a lot by Earth Spirit. And with the cookie, it is so easy to set the roll in that I feel like you need that phase shift or that. You need something. I don't even know if Blink's enough on Queen. That's my main concern.
I get what you mean.
What about Invoker? Well, I guess
we'll about play the Abaddon, the
Beastcoast first.
They want to.
Oh, the position 1 ABBA. Time for the K1 Radiance ABBA.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think the silence is pretty good versus Ursa. You don't really get bursted.
5 seconds
there is a CK still.
And you do have the shield for the combo of Kunkka. So it actually has a lot of value here.
Now, are they going to Sven?
The Sven?
Ugh.
I don't think so. We don't need him anymore. We're
I'm not hearing a lot of suggestions here, sluggers.
Oh my God!
What do you guys get for trying to play it safe and just burn down the clock so you could retroactively try to analyze the pick? Now it's my turn to talk about why Sven.
Please explain why this is good.
He's got a stun and he is highly mobile with that. Now he's not going to buy Aghanims. I have a big prediction. He will not buy Aghanims. I think he's just going to farm, get really beefy, and just buy straight up right click like S and Y type items. Tidehunter, there you go. Man, I'm on cloud 9 right now, man.
Beastcoast is gonna drop a game in the whole league, this is gonna be that game. They're picking Sven, and it doesn't really counter anything. In that game, they pick Sven into like a PL, right, or like a Terrorblade. This, I mean, if they win, I'm gonna be really impressed. I guess they don't need the eggs because they have Snapfire eggs, so it's just better, right?
I think it's also just you build survivability and right click, and then you don't need the eggs. You just run in. Mars sets it up, Earth Spirit sets it up, and you just throw your stun, run at them. That's kind of what we saw last time when they played this. That's basically where I'm getting this from.
Ready for Enigma.
I don't know if you know, but I'm a bit of an artist, so I made something for you guys.
Okay.
This is my prediction here. See, I think that, as you can see, that's clearly a Tidehunter.
Okay, that's Earth Spirit.
Sorry, that's Earth Spirit. Hold on. Wait, other way.
Okay.
And who's that? Can you see him?
Some sort of a lizard.
That's clearly Tidehunter there, sir. I don't see how you can see that as anything else. And yeah, I think that Beastcoast are going to get it. That's all I got. Thank you.
All right.
I'm really impressed. I value the speed that you actually did this.
Well,
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm going all Infamous, dude. I'll put my thumb on the line here because.
Why not go for a pinky toe? That's all you got to wager. That's a haircut. That's enough. All right, let's send it over to the caster. He's rolling in his chair right now. Gareth, what's happening, buddy? Is this Sven good or what? Is Bowie losing a toe or a thumb or something?
I don't know. Go, Steven, please.
Gary, listen, I've been having a bad day, but maybe cutting off Bowie's thumb might release that, stuff I got built up. But to be honest though, I think they got a good draft, man. You know why they picked this? Very simple, Gary. It's very simple, okay? Snapfire is bottom, then click stun, Snapfire, cast spell, dead hero. Boom. Yep. That's it. That's literally the one and only reason why they're like, let's pick Sven. He's got a stun as a carry.
No, see, okay, thank you, because that's literally the thought process that was going through my head. Because when Zyori said, what about Sven? I was like, no, they're not going to pick Sven here into Ursa. It doesn't look so good. They pick it, and I'm just, like the other panelists, dead silent, not saying anything. I'm tearing up and cracking up here. And my brain was just like, K1 just asked for a carry with a stun, didn't he? That's the only Wraith King's banned. What's another strength core that has a stun? I played CK last game on a different one.
Yeah. But to be fair though, Gary, Ursa is an absolute Sven.
The battle begins.
Like, you will. I'll carry a Sven. That being said, I believe in Beastcoast. They got 5 stuns in their lineup. They're going to play off the Snapfire like crazy. And I think Tide, to be honest, not that good against Snap early on, because his Kraken Shell not going to do too much against the Kisses. But later on, if you can use Ravage to answer the Snapfire Kisses, if it goes on target, then it's pretty nice. Just for that one reason.
Yeah, super good. And then also, you know, if he gets that blink dagger, you know, second or third item, whenever it may be, if you get the instant jump onto a Sven pre-BKB initiation, you could look to chain disable him, you know, with Shadow Sharp on your team. Could be a problem for them. Lanes as they're set up though, Tide and Shadow Shaman down bottom against this Witch Doctor Sven lane. And Stinger going to take the brunt of the aggressive potential here from Infamous. Pops the Fairy Fire, trying to turn and fight as Michael gives him the clicks, the punches, but Stinger, he's juking around these trees wonderfully. And another stun in 7 seconds means K1 will just go back to the wave. But the first battle of the weekend trade feels like it goes the way of Beastcoast already in that bot lane. They might even get a kill on Tide. Didn't even finish my sentence, they just finish him off.
Just spam your spells onto him, and you can see how like they're not focusing the shaman, they're focusing the offlaner a lot more. And if you focus the offlaner, they get low HP, you don't have anybody contesting your Sven for the last hits.
Yep.
And then you set up for the kill on him, even better.
No, and smash.
I mean, he's got Gush level 1, which kind of I think hurt him too.
Yeah, looking for that level 1 play, but they go back in again. Onto Michael this time. Stormhammer into the chain stuns, Maledict and the tap from K1. And Mariano does have another gush, but I think K1's all right here with a sap from Stinger. Yeah, exactly. Just fine.
Just needs to make sure it doesn't get it gushed off.
Right, it's my job to look at these other lanes sometimes. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Observer. Let's switch up the top. Spirit trying to drag waves across. Enchantress following him around. Mars currently 6-1, farming nicely against the Ursa. Put a lot of pressure on with a spear onto the Enchantress. We've got another kick in a couple of seconds here. It's the right raw power from these 2 strength heroes. Might even get another one. Ursa's pretty low.
Putting some pressure on him so he can't last at the tower pretty easily. But Whisper,
killing him.
Okay, never mind. He's just dead.
No, they're killing him. He's dead.
All right. Oh man, I don't know how they managed to win this top lane. This is not supposed to be a lane you can win.
I'm glad the Observer looked up here.
Yeah, they managed to like triple wave the Ench and the Ursa, dive in, kill the Ench first, then go for the Ursa, and now the Ursa missed all those creeps under the tower as well. This is supposed to be like a, I want to say 7-30 lane for the Ursa Ench.
Yeah, it really should be. And down bottom, Witch Doctor again. Gush already spent, but a nice shackles there. Michael finally with Mariano clearing through the Witch Doctor, but you've left the lane, right? 2 heroes have chased him all the way to the left-hand side, and K1 farming, super happy. Oh, that miss uphill from the Enchantress. Schofield is pretty low. And then the final lane deep in mid. Snapfire, Kunkka, farm trading. We can look there for 3 seconds and look away because nothing's happening. Bottom lane, that's where the action is. And we'll keep our eyes peeled for Mariano and Michael as they get pummeled by Beastcoast yet again. It really is just spamming stuns. Forward, double stunned.
Oh, it's stuck.
Trying for it.
Yeah, just a little bit, you know.
He's trying for it.
Mr. Jeans, he's baiting. Mr. Jeans is baiting.
Torrent.
Okay, now he's lost all his regen. His bottle is still not yet.
Oh dear. Yeah, 10 seconds before rune spawns as well, hey? Where's he going, Mr. What are you doing? Stacky camp?
Stacky.
Michael. Again, stunned down. Oh, that bottom lane is just spot on from Beastcoast.
Yep. Haste turn snap fire. You know what's happening next, buddy? You know what this means? The moment Infamous show any weakness, any aggression on one of the side lanes, you're gonna have a Snapfire TPing in, facing onto your face.
Like, you don't even have to wait for level 6, do you?
Not with haste. Yeah, haste lets you go at any moment for sure.
Would you say?
Wait, hold on. Why did Mr. G? What? Mr. G just places his bottle and he has a bounty rune on the bottom side that left for him. So that bounty's gonna expire unless Chris doesn't steal it.
Axel drops. Schofield gonna give his life here to Angel.
No way. Two bounties.
Chris Luck. Oh my goodness, yeah. 10 seconds before the new spawn. He's also easted down bottom where they've caught up Mariano. The kisses onto Michael as well. He's gonna get them a good couple of kills in this bottom lane. Well, the final kiss doesn't quite land, but K1's there with another Stormhammer. Shackled under the tower, yes, but gonna clear up that big old sword. It's there for him.
Give the blasted to Sven as well.
I mean, Mr. James,
you can see the rotation.
Under attack.
It's a rough one. All 3 lanes won by Beastcoast, you reckon?
Yep, 100%.
And then we're looking at heroes.
That's insane against a Kunkka.
Yeah, that's huge. We're gonna kill here. We've got dead. Cookie and Scatter. Scatterblast doesn't even need the Cookie, while Axel dies top once more. Ursa trying to fight with him and stack up some of those Fury swipes. Whisper doesn't have any spells remaining, but a good roll and body block. Schofield, wonderfully done. Will it be enough? Ultra big back. Angel
no way.
Can't close it. And he's gonna die for it. Ursa Warrior, oh dearie me, being baited. Come here, little baby. Yeah. Still. Trying to kill off the Sven, but he's fine. Stinger shackled. Is it a kill here for Infamous? They're gonna get one. Take down the Witch Doctor. Yes.
They have no resources on it. Beastcoast. Look at all the status on the top. Everyone's out of mana, out of HP. They're just brawling non-stop. Man, that Ursa dying like that, that's gotta feel so bad. Like, just put yourself in this Ursa's position, Gary. You're gonna be so tilted after that.
Yeah, it was a point I was going to come to because, you know, Ursa's that hero that recently has hit Fury to keep him in contention for, you know, kind of farm rate. But in this kind of game, it feels like he just needs to run at his opponents because he's never second to farm towards it. I mean, Michael is just getting gone on again. K1 got strength. There's the Cookie. Swing it back into Mariano, the bigger target. Level 5 laid down. And Mr. Jeans, Boat, trying to combo up on Witch Doctor. They'll get a kill, but the kisses and a Stormhammer. Stinger just pops his wand. He's basically back to full HP. Michael and Mr. Jeans stuck down in the bottom lane. Oh, Kunkka, you've come into the wrong neck of the wood. K1 still has that God strength going.
Man, I can smell the blood.
Whisper's off the bloody Ursa top lane too. 15-3. Axel's in trouble. They're chasing down the Enchantress. Another roll. It connects and they kill another. A double for Whisper. Every single lane is just disastrous for Infamous.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You know what, Gary? Whew. I can smell the blood coming from Bowie's thumb.
You're a shark in the water.
Coming for it.
Circling, waiting for you. Man, Snapfire. Such a great.
Didn't they say that the only thing that like differentiates us from like, you know, chimpanzees and stuff is like our thumbs?
The opposable thumb.
Yeah. So it's gonna be rough not being able to do your regular activities.
I think it's from other monkeys. I don't know. Maybe it's from other monkeys, but not apes. But yeah, you're right. So opposable thumb makes humans the apex predator, just like Chris Luck is in this game. Oh, did they catch him? No, that's a hasty chicken. Running away. Gets into the Roche pit. Thinks about fighting. Earth Spirit gets off a couple of spells. Surrounded now though, and shackled up. So Chris Luck's just leave him. 4 kills now up for Infamous.
Okay. Something at least.
Every single one of them on a support hero. 2 deaths on Doctor, 2 on Earth Spirit. Mariano.
Dire's top tower
it's painful.
He's gonna fight us, dude. Oh boy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What does Ursa have? 3k net worth?
Yeah, it's like every single core Radiant has almost 1,000 gold above the highest on Dire. That's bad.
Dire's bottom tower
That's real
is under
bad.
attack.
Sorry, I'm just watching an Ench Dark Troll run into the triangle. Throw a net on Chris Lock.
Does that entertain you, Gary?
It does the little things. Like, what else does Enchantress do? She's kind of sitting around twiddling her thumbs, sproinking and wondering, yeah, level 3 Ench, 10 minutes in. What the hell can I do?
K1 just minus a small creep. He wants to max that gold. He does not care about XP whatsoever right now.
Oh, they missed the Maledict. Mariano gonna be pretty happy about that. This is where the map is gonna start feeling real small, though. 10 minutes in, bounty runes are spawning, and this is the moment.
Too from Beastcoast going top side. That means they're not gonna get the bottom bounties, but they will probably get a kill here.
And once they get this kill, it's like tier 1 top, tier 1 mid. The systematic kind of algorithmic approach is going to begin for Beastcoast.
So they gotta do.
It has the benefit of pressuring the Ursa, pressuring these lanes and taking towers, and also K1. He's into that Radiant Triangle. Time to start farming up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And there's nowhere really Infamous can be apart from back in their jungle. Triple observer wards in the mid lane. That's when you know things are drastic. All in the same place, watching for rotations into mid. Kunkka with a decent push here. Castle and circle wards. K1 feeling pretty tanky. Gonna get boated as Mariano dies to Stinger. K1 still at half HP and has this Earth Spirit help him. They'll lose the tower though, so Infamous they get something.
I mean, Chrislock was top that whole time, and Mars went to bottom, so mid looked completely exposed. K1, he's the carry. He wants to spend his time farming, not defending mid tower. So pretty huge win there for Infamous to take that tower and get the kill top. Oh, I saw that.
Angel. That's a big streak. 600 gold to the Ursa. Stinger being chased down in his own jungle. Enchantress can't finish it off.
The thing is, Gary, even after that kill, he still only has 4.4k net worth.
And now the Dire team, they were so aggressive, they've been caught up. Whisper and Schofield, they track back, find Axel, looking for Michael. And just a couple of quick kills down there. Centaur Stomp, gonna do anything? No. Well, Ursa, he's gonna get Battle Fury eventually.
Is it spring already?
But then it's a case of what next? No, it's not spring yet, mate. You've got to hibernate for another 5 minutes. Get your items. Go find a cozy cave somewhere.
Might not be enough. That's just like a Battle Fury and an Overclub or something. Yeah. That is not enough, sir.
Especially against this Sven, who's going to have a halberd soon.
Yeah, kind of feels like he's in autumn right now. Has to go through winter and then spring.
Yeah, flicking through his calendar. He's scared. Look at him, Angel's under an observer ward, and he's just very afraid of farming too far forward.
Yeah,
and the smoke's coming in.
Aggressive vision from Beastcoast is really good because now they know where the Ursa's farming, right? They found him. Arena can't. Oh wow. Okay. All right.
Nice.
He's out.
Gets the enrage and the jump over. And Schofield, well, he was in a real awkward place.
Dude, this doesn't make any sense to me, Gary. This damn Ursa with his little tiny feet can't hop over like these little cliffs, right? How the hell can he jump over an arena?
I don't know, man. There's some little holes in it also. I don't know. Can squeeze through the tiniest space as long as their head is small enough. It's like Warrior.
That's not Ursa. Okay, all right. Well,
he can squish himself up.
You know, you're gonna need to take a class to learn Dota 2 physics.
Yeah, the Z-axis in Dota is a wonderful thing. Sometimes it exists, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, and now you see Beastcoast just grouping out mid. They don't have the arena, so they don't feel too comfortable taking a team fight or a tower take right now, but they will push the lane out. Wait for the Sven to get his items. He's got a halberd, right, on the Sven? Yeah, he does. That's a unique build here, you know, going halberd.
It's like you said, it's difficult for him to naturally fight the Ursa, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna need it. You're right. He's gonna need that no matter what against the Ursa. Also good against the Kunkka. He needs the Ench even if she wants to get a few items. So far, that Ench is looking like she's just gonna die in a spell or two.
700 AP.
Exactly. 100 AP.
I mean, what is it? Skeptoblast is like 400. Yeah. But mate, Chris likes TP in mid. Aghanim Scepter ready.
Huh? It's gonna be.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mars being catapulted in.
Where's the Mars getting spatful? All well timed. The kick back into the Maledict and the spear. So much displacement here. The top is for the Rabbit and Shadow Shaman keeps him in a weird spot, but he's able to get back to his tier 2.
Are fortified.
Less than tier 1.
Yeah, that bolt wasn't gonna land on the Tide, so he wasn't gonna get any tankier to be able to use a Ravage off of and try to make a. The Ursa just wants to farm right now. It's got that Fury.
And Mars gets the bounty. X-Mark is coming from Mr. Jeans. They have that high ground vision, drag him into the torrent. They don't want to fight though. Stinger and both on that low ground too. Maybe if the tide blocked but they've gobbled up, spat into mid with a cookie towards Michael. They'll clear through the Shadow Shaman. Stubbornmore are placed down and should trade out for Stinger, but here come the kisses. Grandma's angry, spitting all his lava onto the Enchantress. Axel's near dead, but survives through, and the Maledict shouldn't tick him down. All things considered, not too bad for Infamous. One trade,
so far.
And I can go back to farming. K1 is still up in that top lane though. 10,000 net worth, 16 minutes in. He doesn't even care about like buying a BKB or anything.
No,
Halberd, assault your ass.
But he should though. He should definitely care about buying a BKB because right now he's ballooning, you know, it's like a pinata. Without a BKB, you're so weak to this Ravage, Ghost, X-Mark, Shaman, Hexes.
Dire's top tower.
I don't think your team can actually save you if you get.
You've got the gobble up on the Grandma potentially as a save as the Mars gets launched forward.
We need this Ursa to finish his BKB build before they're actually able to take those engagements. And you can see the
BKB,
Ursa's network too. Wait, he's got Lotus queued? Nah, he's just trolling.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure we're never gonna see a Lotus on an Ursa position 1.
Well,
okay, listen.
On that, how many fingers?
Yeah, hold on. No.
Do you want to give Bowie his finger back?
In Lotus, yes, I'll give him back his thumb.
Bowie just pings the Halberd as they roll the playground. Yeah, oh, it's an Enchantress. Never mind, I'm not hyping that up. She's just dead.
Yeah. I'll give him back his thumb if Ursa actually buys a Lotus.
Okay. I think Bowie's gonna take that deal. Yeah, I don't know. Like Lotus doesn't even like save you against Halberd, right? you still get Halberded.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're taken up. That dodge angle, forcing the bear out of his farming jungle.
He says we have no contract, but he has no idea that verbal contracts exist.
They're
on
recorded
this channel.
On VOD.
Yep.
There's proof. Top lane. God's strength used up here by K1. Mariano on the run back. Michael, Mr. Jeans, they're both here. Schofield gets shackled up. I don't want to take this fight still, though, as Ursa not involved in a two-man Stormhammer. Torrent catches Sven. Stop with the full advance, but an arena. It's on to only one of them. The other two got out of the side. They will fly over them, giving them that buff, but the Ravage is required to stop the aggression, and Kunkka still being shredded in the trees. And they roll onto Mariano, maledicted and killed off by Chris Luck. Spend so much to try and disengage, but yeah, beautiful from Beastcoast, coming from so many angles.
Infamous are stuck up in that area. They go all the way around. You got the Snapfire gobbling up the Mars, throwing him closer just so he can get that arena off. Buy enough time, and then once the kisses came out, it just doesn't feel like Infamous can fight anymore. They need the Kunkka BKB. He's almost there actually on the Kunkka, but that's all he's really gonna have.
Oh look! Enchantress.
A freebie. That's a freebie.
9 deaths. It's been a sad one for the Enchantress. But does she have Glimmer Cape on? No. Nearly has it. Just a recipe away.
Well, it looks like Boy's thumb is not going to be returned.
Oh, has he changed? Back to BKB.
I mean, the only thing that can really save his thumb is if Infamous actually win this game somehow.
That's true. But losing a Kunkka top, he's got BKB back in his stash.
Buff. Where's the buff? Ah, no buff. It's okay. He's managed to get out. They stopped cheating him. They felt like maybe there was backup coming from Infamous there.
A gobble into mid. Instant hex from Michael. But I think the Tide here is still going to die, especially inside the arena. Colosseum comes. The Ursa speed in here. Very aggressive from Angel. Enrages up. His BKB's there now. He can use it as the Enrage wears off and he'll have to. Fights into Schofield. The Earth Spirit nearly dies but rolls to high ground. Gets away. They don't have Ravage. Tide here just with a gush. And the cast bouncing back between them as the... Yeah, Mariana Tide did buy back. They'll cookie the Sven away from the Serpent Wards and reset at Beastcoast. And that requires so much for Infamous just to hold the ground.
Yeah, so you know what's going to be happening every time the Ursa shows up without clicking BKB right away. It's either going to get halberded or it's going to get Yuled. And Sven there, I think he made a little bit of a miscalculation. He ran out of mana. Couldn't pop ulti. Without God Strength, Sven is not a real hero.
Aghanim is going to help him. That right, bit of mana pool.
A little bit, yeah. Oh, someone said he wasn't gonna buy Ags. I still feel like he might change his plan later, go for something different, but we'll see.
I think he wants to have fun, honestly.
He wants.
Beyond like Whisper. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember when Stormhammer lets you hack with the hammer,
yeah.
So you get like
and
a
second hit off
instantly? Yeah. That was nice. I think that was probably the biggest like nerf to the Stormhammer. On top of the obviously the cast range too, which kind of sucks. But
uncontested Roshan.
Not much you can do on the side of Infamous.
Hey, for Chris Luck, 3,000 gold saved up on the Snapfire, and. We've seen plenty of different builds on her. We've seen the Blinks, the BKBs. We've seen some of those, Daedalus MKB right-click builds come out as well.
Yeah, even blades.
Yeah, exactly.
Magic damage. Good.
What's the best here?
Boots of Travels. Just push lanes out, let your team do everything else. Buy BKB after. Or maybe you just buy BKB and then go Boots of Travels. But while you have Aegis, I don't think you need the BKB.
And you've already got that safety net. Okie dokie. It is time to go.
Okie dokie, finally.
Smoke time.
Man smoke.
Let's go. They're going to run into the Sven. TP to the outpost. This could be big for the Schofield is rolled into the middle of them all. The Ravage comes in the Serpent Wards. K1's next up. He's going to try and get through the Serpent Wards. They've already killed off Schofield, and the kisses, they're big. So he's running away. The Urge is running away. Witch Dog just lets it go with a big death ward. Sven trying to chase back with that Margarita down. They've split the fight 3 different ways. Witch Dog is still alive. Mariano fighting finally killing off the 2 supporters of the Radiant team, but Ursa surrounded and hunted by the 3 core. Sven chasing forward on Enge, Cookie and the stun, and Axel pulled up Mars, comes his way. Glimmer Cape, not even there, just a Shadow Amulet to try and hide. But Beastcoast, even though it looked like they were going to get surprised, they saw it all coming.
Yeah, they popped that BKB on the Ursa pretty early, jumped on it, and he had to unload all of his overpower charges onto that Earth Spirit. So tanky. 2,000 HP on the ES, and now he's got that ghost too. It's gonna look real rough for Infamous.
And that was a predictive roll by the Earth Spirit. They saw the smoke with the Observer Ward, like they caught a glimpse of it, I guess. And Schofield rolls literally into the middle of the pack of 5 of them.
Yeah, the Tidehunter just instantly popped the Ravage. He didn't want to give Beastcoast any chance to react, and they were hoping to get like this 4v5 and go from there. But the Sun and the Mars just going straight onto that Ursa while BKB was running out.
And they've got double halberd.
Don't have damage if the Ursa's not attacking. Kunkka just far behind to deal any sort of significant damage in these team fights.
Has fallen.
Yeah, now you're looking at a window here with no Ravage for 50 seconds where it's free reign for Beastcoast just to run anywhere on the map that they please. And rolling onto Michael, came into Mars for a few spells, the Shadow Shaman's way. Him off though, it's bottom lane, they are pressuring high ground. Sven is up there, the roll across, the spit and the onto the Enchantress, catching her inside the arena. Mariano's also stuck, they get the boat in with a nice buff onto the tide. Ursa though, tracked by Schofield with a kick. K1 has Aghanim Scepter. Looking for the target to jump on. And for now, Infamous hold.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Chris Luck back out across that map, finished off of his guard, and they can push that top wave all the way in.
You want to get that God Strength back up first before they go back in and fight. And your Witch Doctor with those sentries as well. This Enchantress Glimmer Cape could be a game-winning item right now if you don't fight without your Witch Doctor.
That one item could undo all the work of Beastcoast.
It's possible. It's very much possible to. I mean, at least you can start. Not every. Sorry.
I mean, invisibility is invulnerability sometimes.
At your bracket.
Dire's middle tower.
Any bracket. If you don't have reveal, you're invis.
All right, I don't know. I don't know about that. It's very rare I find myself in where my boys don't got dust.
Well, when they do, they can kill him. Mariano behind enemy lines.
Rip Tidehunter. He pretty much got soloed by the Witch Doctor, didn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, they needed another stun to stop the TP. Like, he could have made it back to Fountain.
Yeah.
That extra stun made damn sure he did not.
It's got that switcheroo as well on the Witch Doctor. Not sure if you noticed that.
Oh,
it's gonna be nice. Yeah, he can dodge the X-Mark combo. He can stop the Ursa from jumping onto him. He can't even, like, you know, bash it or anything. You're invulnerable completely.
So he has Ghost and Switcheroo.
Yeah, that's gonna make him impossible to kill.
Defense mechanisms for him, yeah. Who we Goblin? Who we spitting? Mars behind tier 3. X-Mark up onto him. Not much, just a bit of chip damage from Kunkka. They've got this Voodoo Restoration going though from Witch Doctor, just allowing this push to continue. Shadow Shaman rapid smoke from the remainder of Infamous from the right-hand side. Snapfire looks like the target they want to go on. Jump in with a Ravage, connect onto Chris Luck. The Ursa shreds through him. Removed. Chris Luck down. Sven with a Stormhammer in the arena though. They've cleared through the Enchantress. Clear back from Chris Luck. Good Maledict cast. The Dark Troll. It screws up the Ursa. Switcheroo's there. The Death Ward now going to come out. And the Maledict with a Magnetize. A lot of damage at the time. Ticking through and roll forward. Catching the Ursa. Can't retreat. Magnetize. And it's an Earth Spirit jump again. Ursa can't do anything, and with no payback, it looks like it's lights out for Infamous.
Oh man, it's just too much for one BKB Ursa to deal with in these fights.
They're just gonna keep running away, and GG is cool.
Oh, they're first. GG.
Gobbler, get in the fountain. Stinger and Whisper, diving.
Yeah.
Don't get anything at the very end there, but again, decisive victory for Beastcoast. Really looking like they deserve that top spot in South America, without a shadow of a doubt.
Without a shadow of a doubt, indeed. I think Infamous, the problem here is they just gotta win lanes. Like, Beastcoast just win games from the laning stage. And then they also draft